All right, crew, for your banded explosive rotational pull and press, or row and press, I'm gonna grab a band, light to moderate. I don't want it to be too heavy because I want it to be fast and explosive. And so you're gonna have an attachment or anchor point kind of in between like nipple line and belt buckle. And then from here, I want you to set up behind the anchor point. Okay, that's gonna give you some room to rotate. Now the other tricky part of this is go ahead and stack your handles up. I want your rowing hand to be the bottom hand and your pressing hand to be the top hand. Okay, so you're in a good athletic stance, okay, slight hip hinge, basically just like your golf stance. Make sure that you're stacking your torso on top of your pelvis. So if I'm in my stance and I kind of go ahead with that stack here, taking a breath in, I'm gonna exhale and I'm gonna gently pull ribcage down the belt buckle and go into a posterior pelvic tilt to bring the belt buckle up to ribcage, decreasing the space between belt buckle and ribcage. Looks something like that. Now I want a straight line, top of the head, ear, shoulder to my hip. Don't overdo this so you have now flexion in your lower back. That's not what we're looking for, okay? It might be easier for you to do it here, and then hinge at the hips, loading those glutes. So again, and then hinge from that position. The key is maintaining that throughout the explosive movement. That's why I went and took the time to go through that again, because a lot of you will get that position that we want, but as soon as you start moving, you lose it and you go back into extension, okay? So keep an eye on that. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna rotate into my trail leg. So I'm gonna load into my right glute. Pressure's on the inside of this right foot, also on the inside of the right thigh. I'm gonna let the band kind of pull my arm across the body, and then when I'm ready to go, I'm gonna drive my left foot into the ground. Now you can raise your heel, up to you, I don't care, but you're gonna drive that heel into the ground, kind of make a little bit of a weight shift, and you're gonna think about rotating your left back pocket, behind you. As you're doing that, you're rowing, okay? And then at some point, you're gonna feel kind of like when you're halfway to your torso, you can finish off with a press and kind of really shift that weight. So majority of your weight is on that lead leg. And you're just kind of stabilizing with your trail leg. Don't do it like that. Okay? Guys, that is your band explosive rotational row and press.